Hey guys, Rickroadkill here, back from last time. Um, I just did a few more turns in from last time. You didn't miss much, although it is a brand new day, a brand new day, and well, I recently just bought a couple things. So one of those things I purchased with some of the money I saved up from Christmas and my birthday is a Bandicam license. So as you will notice on this video, there will no longer be the Bandicam logo that there would be last time. And I now have my own logo down here in the bottom right above my minimap. If you want me to move it, I can probably position it in a better place for you. Just leave a comment in the section below where you'd like me to move it. I think that sounds fair. Because I'm relying on you guys. You're my followers, you're my subscribers, and thank you for watching. It means a lot to me that you're watching. The other thing that I can now do with my new license is I can now go over 10 minutes in my videos. That will be really helpful. That will definitely allow me to fit more content into my videos without being interrupted or cut short. Alright, let's begin. So yeah, let's get started. My warriors are over here. I'm having them heal up still. Right now they're inside of Antananarivo though. So I'm gonna just move them out and have them like heal up over there or something. I'm almost finished with the Great Library. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for the Great Library because, like I said, huge science boost. And I have figured out which victory I'm going to try and go for. I'm gonna go and try for science victory. I've decided on science because I have the next Civ game. I bought Civ 6 along with my Bandicam purchase. And
near your city could be
that
made
means
more
if you go
productive.
science,
Build a worker to improve your
science
territory.
victory, it allows you the option to continue into Civ 6, so it feels like I'm having some continuity in the season. That's just me though. So yeah, as soon as I finish this series, I'll be moving on to a Civ 6 series. Anyways, right here, I think I'm gonna pick drama and poetry for my free technology because it's one of the longest to research right now, and it also brings me a step closer to philosophy and theology. Let's build a calendar, well, research calendar science, so that we can work towards getting education for the National College. That'll be great. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to say I'll build most likely this watermill. Give me some nice food. Once I get optics, I'll most likely start cargo cargo ships. Send some cargo ships out to these city-states. That'll be nice. I can send some cargo ships out this way to Belgrade and Antananarivo, and then I can send one out this way to Zurich, and then this one would be good too. So Melbourne is the name of this next one. I wonder why I have so many city-states like real close to my borders. I hope this doesn't start any early conflict. That would be terrible. But I think I know how to handle conflict decently. I'm gonna say decently because I've always been able to hold at least my own. And I have done some conquest victories. But then again, this is easy difficulty, so like it doesn't really count if I'm going into higher difficulties thinking I'm gonna be able to do everything and then, you know, not. Alright, so let's go philosophy. It's not education. Education is later. I meant philosophy earlier, sorry. Philosophy for the National College, because that, the science boost right there is science plus 50% and then science plus 3. So it'll give me +3 science right here, and then in my city it'll also boost the science right here by 50%, which will also help. Science is accumulated throughout all of your cities, I believe. Yeah, it is. So that's always good.
Cities can.
These guys have basically explored all the land they can, so I'm gonna have them auto track back to our place. And it says Seoul can attack this ship right here, so I'm gonna do that because I don't like barbarians crossing. And then these guys can also fire for some XP and to damage it further. It escaped. I'll send these guys back on alert, and then we can go next turn again. Okay, it's back for some reason. I just destroyed it with soul. That'll be good. These guys can go back on alert. Keep me notified in case any other barbarians decide to turn our way. Hopefully they decide not to. Antananarivo is very mad at me. I have to have these guys cross through. There's not really much other choice I can. Hopefully they decide not to attack me just yet. That would be very unfortunate. Here I'm gonna go legalism because that increases production, which is work right here. This is production, and it helps us build things faster. So say this water mill, or any other buildings or units I decide to construct in my city. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but there's a difference between wonders and buildings. Buildings are things that anybody with any of their cities can get, provided they have the right prerequisites, like buildings that come before it or the science to make the building, like certain science that you've researched to make that building. And then wonders, some, like palaces, can be built in any city that you own, and other people can build it too. They're called national wonders. But then there's things like the Great Library, which are world wonders, which there can only be one that exists in the world. So I was the first person to get the Great Library, and therefore I'm the only person to have the Great Library. Nobody else can even start building it now, which is why I always rush it, because I don't want anybody to like have it and then not allow me to have it, because it really is great for early game science. I cannot express that enough. Yeah. So let's see here. I think I'll go Stonehenge, because if you look right there on it, it has +5 faith, which will also help me get towards my goal of having a religion, or at least being the first one to have a religion, so I can get the first picks on some of the traits, and so that it doesn't cost even more to get one, because if somebody else beats you to a religion, it tacks on an extra amount of faith that you have to get before you can make the next one. So hopefully I get the Stonehenge relatively quickly, and then I think I'll decide on building some workers, because I'm going to need these workers. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to buy one. I can make gold relatively fast later game, so I'll just buy a worker right now, because I'm going to be focusing on a lot of things in the near future. I mean, I'm going to want this national college real soon here, although I don't really need to rush it as much as the Stonehenge, because the national college is a national wonder, which is what I was telling you about. You can have one in your whole kingdom, but other people can have one in their whole kingdom as well. So it's not that important, per se. Whereas the Stonehenge is a world wonder, only one in the world, so on and so forth. Looks like my warriors, which are now technically spearmen because of the ruins I found right there, they're almost home. That's gonna be good. Let's Let's send these guys here to work the pasture. They'll attack on an extra production and allow the horses for us. Alright, so yeah, that'll tack on an extra production. And right here it says Zurich is allies with me. What did I do? Well, friends, but what did I do? I don't understand. Oh, I connected horses to my trade network. I didn't even realize they wanted me to do that. So the deal with city-states is they give you these quests that you do for them, and if you complete the quest, then they usually reward you with friendship. And it's good being friends with them, because if you're friends or allies, they first give you a trait, a boost from their trait. This one is mercantile, so they'll provide extra happiness and manufacturers special luxuries that can't be obtained from the ground. And then they also give me dyes. The jewelry is one of the special luxuries that you can only get from being their ally. Right now, I'm only friends with them, so they'll give me, right here, I'm getting 2 happiness from them because I'm friends. And if I pop it up to allies, I'll get the dyes and jewelry, and I think another bonus to the friendship. For example, say this one. This city-state is militaristic, so they would give me units. If I'm allies with them, they would give me units, which is always good because I like having a nice standing army. It usually prevents other civilizations from even thinking about attacking us. Antananarivo wants wine from us. I don't have any wine. Unfortunately. Let's go next turn. Sweet, Golden Age. That Golden Ages usually boost the total income you get per turn, and I think some happiness too. Here it says right here. So plus 20% production empire-wide, culture increased by 20% too, and gold is okay. So this will give me 1 extra piece of gold while we're in a golden age. Right here, let's construct a farm, and that will just bring up the food that we're getting, which is, of course, according to the last video, good for making citizens per turn. Here, let's research. Gonna have to go with I'll say masonry. Let's research masonry so we can get some of this stone right here. That'll be good for us. Not to mention, then we'd be able to clear marshes, and there will be the pyramids. That would be nice, but we're not Liberty. Oh, we'll also be able to build walls, so that's good for early game protection. Here, let's connect the chocolate to our empire and keep these guys on alert. We built the Stonehenge, so we get plus 5 faith per turn. That's going to be good. Let's see.
Our capital has grown into a bustling city.
Let's build a national college. Ignore the advisors. They're useless. They don't really give good advice. Choose research. Let's go with mathematics because it's a build-up to currency, and currency is good for getting more gold per turn, which, as you can see, we're only getting plus 7 gold per turn, so we could use it, I think, personally. I have a couple mods, and workers usually don't build things in 1 turn. That's just a mod that I have to make my games quicker, and really only require 1 worker because I don't really like having to have 5,000 workers.
Shura ye mate dane akar shu. Gargina kaya ana
Oh, okay.
mautalik.
I found my first
Ana.
civilization. He looks to be alright. Let's propose an embassy.
Tabi.
That will allow us both to see each other where our capitals are, at least. At the very least. Okay, so he's come kind of a long way. And he has a trireme, so sailing. Let's check right here on the demographics to see how we're doing. Good, we're still #1 in science. Population's good. Approval, I believe, is happiness. Gold, oh, gross national product and manufactured goods. I believe gross national product is... I actually don't know what it is. I'll find that out later for you guys. And, yeah, this is my second walkthrough. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.